Intramurals are still fresh from the preseason. Anything can happen this early in the schedule.
With the recent push to have Texas State University in the WAC conference, you can see why it's a good time to be a Texas State Bobcat.
In 2009, supporters of November raised over $42 million U.S. equivalent dollars. The Dallas Cowboys play the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Both teams are coming off a loss last weekend and have records of 1-3, despite being two of the preseason Super Bowl favorites.
It has been reported that the WAC conference is thinking about adding Texas State, UTSA, Montana, Seattle, and Denver. The conference has lost several members in recent months and is getting ready to rebuild. Associated Student Government Executive Assistant Cody DeSalvo says the ASG was the driving force behind the push to a new conference back in 2007.
Under the Reagan-Pugh administration, President Pugh, he championed a bill through the ASG Senate in order to begin the process of doing the drive and moving to FBS.
The change in conferences would likely bring an increase in scholarships, more sponsorships, and greater name recognition for Texas State. DeSalvo says funding is perhaps the main reason a conference change would be attractive.
I think that two of the major things we're going to see out of this is funding for all across, because if you get funding for athletics, you're going to see more talent come to those athletic programs.
A reporter for the San Marcos Daily Record, Tyler Mayforth, first uncovered the story about Texas State changing conferences. He says the city and its residents would benefit from the move.
It's going to bring, not only is it going to help Texas State, it's going to help San Marcos because they're going to be bringing in a lot of big name teams here, hopefully. I mean, we're not looking at next year, the year after, but by 2013, 2014, and 2015, you could look at some high-profile FBS teams coming to Texas State to play the Bobcats.
Plans are already underway for renovations to the football stadium and other athletic facilities. The master plan for the stadium includes adding more seats to increase its capacity. With the recent push to have Texas State University in the WAC conference, you can see why it's a good time to be a Texas State Bobcat or a San Marcos resident. Who knows what the future may bring? For Bobcat Update, I'm Jeremy Klaff.
Breast cancer awareness has been observed this month. The focus has been on women's health. November will arrive next week, and the focus will shift a bit to health issues affecting men. The Movember Foundation is leading the effort. Pete Isaac, the coordinator of Greek Affairs at Texas State, is in charge of Movember events at the university.
Movember is it's essentially the male equivalent to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the beauty with it is that we men get to grow back the thing that makes us masculine is in the mustache.
Movember was started in Australia in 2003. The idea was simple: grow a mustache and support men's health. The campaign has evolved over the years to include many different countries on several continents.
Got to start doing it and get the word out and get it started.
Participants in Movember are called Mo Bros and Mo Sisters. Funds raised through Movember will benefit Livestrong and the Prostate Cancer Foundation. In 2009, supporters of Movember raised over $42 million U.S. equivalent dollars. So this Movember, either grow out your mustache or go to your local costume place and buy a mustache. For Bobcat Update, I'm Jeremy Klaff. The Texas Rangers are back home, hoping to punch a ticket to the World Series. They didn't get it done last night in Game 5 of the ALCS against the Yankees. In the bottom of the second, with 2 runners on base, Curtis Granderson hits an RBI single that scores New Braunfels' own Lance Berkman. Michael Young and C.J. Wilson both with errors in the inning to make the score 2-0. It was a big night for Granderson. He also went yard with a solo homer in the 8th. The Yankees went on to win 7-2. Game 6 is Friday in Arlington. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Giants and Philadelphia Phillies battled it out last night in Game 4 of the NLCS. Bottom of the third, Giants up 1-2 with 2 outs with 1 man on base. Who steps up to the plate? Buster Posey. He doubles to left center that scores Aubrey Huff from the Giants. Giants 2-0. Phillies strike back in the top of the 5th when Placido Polanco hits a deep shot to center field gap, scoring 2. Now in the bottom of the 9th, game tied, Juan Uribe sends a ball to left field to score Huff and give the Giants the win 6-5. The Giants are now up 3 games to 1 in the series.